Hello everyone, this is Orlando from A Collector's Dream, and we're back with the 1972 set. In my last video I showed my few graded cards and my stars and minor stars that I had from the 1972 set. And this was a set, just to remind you, that I collected when I was a kid. I built this set from packs, and you know, that's basically the story on it. I've had it since the beginning, and this is number one card in the set. It's a big card, the World Champion Pirates. This is the Mangini style card here. It's got to be one of his favorites, and you got Clemente in there somewhere. So that's card number one. So we're just gonna go through, and I'm gonna just flash through the cards. That's Ray Culp, Bob Tolan. You got the checklist, and you see the checklist. Number one, the Pirates team. Number two, Ray Culp, Bob Tolan, and then the checklist card, and you got the rest of them there. I like when you put the pictures of players on the checklist. It's a little bit nicer, but that's a pretty plain checklist. But the cards are nice, and they're cool cards. You know how they made these. They really designed different color borders, tried to make them very colorful, trying to stand out. They tried to get a different crowd of collectors. It's Juan Swoboda. You see how this one has the red and yellow. And you know, this has the blue and light blue, so you know, in the marquee style, you know, team name, Dan Williams. Here's Amos Otis. So I just like these cards because they're, you know, they're not really action shots, but you see that they're doing something. And you have backgrounds back there with somebody's back in the back, and you know, those type of things. I like that better than things like this. You know, they do have some of these cards, but it's just like a portrait. You know, and the worst are these. I mean, look at that guy. That's a terrible picture. And then the rookies look like this. That's the Wayne Twitchell rookie. That's what they look like. So I'm gonna show you every common card here, or there's probably gonna be some minor stars in here too. There's Walt Williams, Mike Jorgensen. There's a batting cage in the background there. There's Dave Duncan. Juan Pizarro. You can see what's coming when you look at that there. Juan Pizarro. So I really like this set. This one's cool. This is one of the coolest cards because it looks like he has a halo. You see that? And he's from the Angels. So to me, that's one of the coolest cards. And you know, it'd be nice to do like a VR, saying the card that would be kind of unique, you know, that has something that stands out. And I think this Billy Cohen card, you know, he's from the Angels, and he's got the angel, the halo up there in the picture. I mean, that's cool. I don't know if they did that on purpose or not, but I'd like to see if you guys have anything that's unique like that on a card. Anyway, moving on. I'd like to see something like that. Don Wilson. There's the Braves team. Got Hank Aaron and all the other guys back in there, somewhere in there. Rob Gardner. Ted Kubiak. Ted Ford. See, a lot of them are in the stadium or background, maybe spring training. I don't know, that may look like spring training to me. And this is Andy Etchebarren. Look at those eyebrows on Andy Etchebarren. Kind of like Anthony Davis style. Look at that. Unibro. It's cool to look at these common cards. You know, I mean, people don't really collect them too much unless they're building sets. But there's some pretty neat cards, and you know, it's all these players have history, or they played the game. You know, players like this, like Rico Petrocelli, You know, he's a great player for the Red Sox back then, and people kind of forgotten about him. You know, you can pick this up for $1 or something like that, probably. And, you know, just the history of the game is interesting to me. That's what I enjoy. Cleon Jones. But, you know, I remember a lot of these players. Cleon Jones in action. He was a good player back then. There's Billy Martin. Standing by the batting cage there. And this is a great one of Billy Martin here. See, this is definitely him in action. Arguing with an ump. Look at that. Look at that. He is pissed. You can tell he's upset there. So there's Jerry Johnson. Jerry Johnson in action. Oh, there are some stars in here. I'll pull this guy back out of here. There's Yaz. And you got Yaz moving out. You're going to go into the stars pile. And there's Yaz in action. And they're actually in pretty good shape. Just a little bit off center. So Yaz is going to be in the, like I said, just going to be a few stars in here probably. So let's move on to Bob Barton. Bob Barton in action. I don't even know who Bob Barton was. I don't remember him. I do remember Tommy Davis though. Tommy Davis was a good player back then. And this is a nice in action card there. Rick Wise, good pitcher for the Phillies. Got other Phillies players back there talking, and he's got those glasses on there. There he is in action. Those glasses, Rick Wise. Glenn Beckard. He's a pretty good Cubs player. And they got him in action also. So this 72 set's kind of interesting because I like the action shots like that. You know, and these guys, you know, John Ellis and stuff, were people that, you know, were considered good players back then. You know, a lot of them never really panned out. Hey, what do I got over here? Look at that. I got the Willie Mays in action card in here. I didn't even realize it. I pulled out the Willie Mays card and I left it in action. That's pretty good condition too. Yeah, got a little bit of a ding there. But I did put rubber bands around these things, so we'll take the Willie Mays in action out of the group. Oh, here's another Hall of Famer. Yeah, I definitely got Hall of Famers. I haven't been through this box in a while. So here's the Harmon Killebrew. You're coming out, Harmon. And I got another Harmon Killebrew coming here. So this is Harmon Killebrew in action. So we'll take him out. Look at that big bud on Harmon Killebrew there. So we're moving them over here. Those are going to be my semi-stars pile. There's Bud Harrelson. Pretty good player. Manager. Here's another Bud Harrelson in action here. Here's Clyde Wright. I like that with the signs in the background. The Standard Oil. You know, there's a pretty neat card too. Rich Childs, you could see him there with the guys warming up there. Those days they didn't have the bullpen sometimes. In the back they had the bullpens over here on the side. The Astros. Bob Oliver, look at that stretch on Bob Oliver. Look at that. That's first baseman. See, that's what I like about these cards. You got some nice, neat pictures, and it looks like that's spring training in the background. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. I enjoy going through these cards. And I haven't seen these in a long time. It's been a few years since I've been through this. As you can see, there's some stars still in there. So this was my original collection, and there's Manny Sanguillen. Oh, I like Manny Sanguillen. One of the great Pirates catchers ever. Here's a 72 rookie stars. Bert Hooton. Oh, that card's in beautiful condition. Look at that. Bert Hooton could get a good grade out of there, but we'll put him back in the things. I'm not going to sell that anyway. Angel Manuel. See, they do the trophy. Top 71 All-Star rookie. Angel Manuel. Duke Sims. You know, these seem to be pretty good centering. The problem with these cards is the centering, and sometimes the printing. Like, look at Pete Broberg, right? Check this out. And here comes Caesar Sardania. I don't know if you can tell the difference by how the name is printed. One is a lot bolder, thicker, darker. See, so there's little differences in the printing. So take a look when you're buying these cards, you know, just eye appeal to me is the key. Of course, these, I didn't buy these, but that's what I look for in the cards that I do buy. Ray Corbin. Here's a Hall of Famer here, Rich Andes. Jim Bork. But mostly with these cards, the tough thing is going to be the centering. The centering, and make sure that they're nicely focused and registered. Mike Cuellar, he's an underrated pitcher for the Orioles. He was a great pitcher in those days. Had some few really good years. Here's the Angels team. Here's Bruce Kison, another Pirate pitcher. Looks real skinny there on that one. Steve Hunts. There's the batting cage in the background. Looks intense. Cecil Upshaw. And Bert Campaneris. I liked him. One of the good Hispanic players in those days. Let's pull out another pile here. Keep looking. I'm probably gonna have to end up doing 3 videos on this because it's just a lot of cards. And I'm not even in 100 yet. Here's Don Crothers. But I want to show you the set. If you've never seen the complete set, you know, it's a good chance. I don't know if anybody, I guess somebody probably on YouTube has put the complete set out. Oh, there's another star here, Tony Perez. That's a nice card. Looks like it's got a little bit of print defects over here on this side here. But we're going to put him in the good pile. I'm going to save him, put him in the other ones. He's a Hall of Famer. So, I don't know if anybody puts these sets out so you can actually go take a look at these cards. But I've done that so far with a lot of my sets. If you haven't seen my videos, I mean, I've only been putting out videos this year, so it's not like I have that many videos. But if you go back, you'll find there's Joe Torre, Ralph Garr. If you go back on my videos, you'll find that I have videos of the 1959, 1962. Oh, look at Tony Oliva, Bobby Mercer. I have a 1959, 1962, 1970, 1971, and now this is I think the 1972 set. I think that's what I put out. That's a good card right here, Willie Stargell and Hank Aaron. That's a nice looking card there. Here's one with 2 more Hall of Famers, Harmon Killebrew and Frank Robinson. So I just like to put out these sets, so people that do like to collect sets can go back and take a look at what the set looks like. And so you can decide if you want to try to collect this particular set or any particular set. There's Willie Stargell, Hank Aaron, another Hank Aaron. So this is one of the nicer sets. I like the 72. It's not one of my favorites, but you know, there's Reggie, young Reggie Jackson, 1971, home run. And there's Tom Seaver. Vida Blue. Vida Blue was, you know, one of the top pitchers. He was kind of like the Doc Gooden of those days, and he was just incredible pitcher. And Jim Palmer, Hall of Famer. But, you know, all these guys had short careers. He had a 1.82 ERA. Here's Hall of Famers here. 3-1. Fergie Jenkins, Steve Carlton, and Tom Seaver. And boy, that card looks sharp. So that's another good card here. So, you know, some people even don't, if you don't want to collect the entire set, you know, you don't have to. You know, you collect whatever you like to collect. Some people like to collect these. just the all-star, the leaders cards, these leader cards. I've seen people that just like to collect team sets. There's the Fergie Jenkins and the Tom Seaver strikeout leaders. And Seaver had 289 strikeouts. Here's the American League strikeout leaders. So, you know, everybody collects differently, and that's really what the hobby's all about. You collect what you like. You collect sets, you collect subsets of sets. Chuck Tanner. You know, you can collect all-star trophy guys. Ross Grimsley. You know, a lot of these are very inexpensive cards. Here's the, you can collect the rookie cards. Look at all these rookie cards. This is J.R. Richard. Boy, J.R. Richard was, I would compare him to Randy Johnson, because he was tall, thin, and just a fireball pitcher. Unfortunately, you know, tragically, he had some medical issues and didn't do well. Had a very short career, but he was incredible. There's Lloyd Allen. So a lot of history in these cards, in these sets. There's the checklist again. The second series checklist. Got Toby Harrah. So Gary Gentry. So I'm taking a while with this. I think I'm going to move on and end this video and start with the next one on this set. Look at Jose Cruz. Gary Waslewski. Finish this little batch I have here, and then I'll go ahead and do part 3 on Hunt. So I hope you're enjoying the cards, Jim Grant. I hope I'm not boring you, which I probably am, but I'm just, you know, I kind of, Greg Luzinski, I kind of just talk to myself here as I look at the cards and stuff and just enjoy the cards. Look at this guy, looks so skinny, and Rogelio Moret. And here's Bill Buckner. Bill Buckner with his all-star rookie. So just talking about collecting and talking about cards. That's what I like to talk about and look at. There's Jim Fregosi. And I hope you're enjoying that with me. Ed Farmer. You could always go to Sports Card Radio or some other guys and Dan the Card Man and listen to all the rest of the stuff that they talk about. Or you can just relax with me and watch the cards. Marty Perez and Bill Freehand. So guys, that's part 2. I'm gonna put these in the holders. I found these in my commons pile. So I'll put these in little holders, and then I'm gonna come back with the next video for the rest of the set. And you're probably gonna find some more hits in there like these, so we'll see. All right, guys, thanks again for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. This is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. Please subscribe and like my videos. That helps a lot and encourages me to just continue producing these videos. So have an awesome day, everybody. This is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. Thanks for watching.